त्यामध्ये हॅलो अल्केन आणि हॅलो अरिन्स हा चॅप्टर आपल्या बाळसराफ मॅडम शिकवत आहेत. त्यानंतर अल्कोहोल, फेनॉल आणि इथर्स हा एक चॅप्टर आपण कंप्लीट केलेला आहे. त्यावरती आधारित एक्झरसाइज आपण सोडवलेला असेलच. त्यानंतर आपल्याला पुढचा चॅप्टर सुरू करायचा आहे, तो म्हणजे अल्डिहाइड, कीटोन अँड कार्बोक्सिलिक ॲसिड. आता हे जे तीनही चॅप्टर आहेत, तीनही टॉपिक आहेत, म्हणजे अल्डिहाइड, कीटोन आणि कार्बोक्सिलिक ॲसिड. These compounds are known as carbonyl compounds. This is because they are having basic functional group carbonyl. These are carbonyl compounds because carbonyl group is present and remaining two valencies of carbonyl carbon are satisfied by either R, that is alkyl group, AR, that is aryl group, or hydrogen, or it may have OH group, NO2 group, NH2 group, etc. But basic compounds are carbonyl compounds. Here, this carbonyl carbon is electropositive, so it is having partial positive charge, and this oxygen is having partial negative charge, and therefore one basic point you have to remember that this carbonyl group undergoes nucleophilic addition reaction. Okay, we'll discuss this later on. Then first point is, what are the different types of these carbonyl compounds? Example, C double bond OH, this is aldehyde. C double bond O, here if we write R dash, here we write R. Then this is ketone, RCOOH, this is carboxylic acid which contain this carbonyl carbon. Then RCONH2, this group is amyl group. So these are some functional groups which you learn in 11th standard. Today we are going to discuss about what are aldehydes, how are they classified, how names are given to these compounds, what are methods of preparation, what are physical properties of these compounds, and what are chemical properties of these compounds. So we will discuss this one by one. First point, we consider that what are aldehyde. As in alcohol, you learn that when alcohols undergoes oxidation by using PCC, it gives CH3COH, means this is the oxidation product of primary alcohol. So basic point is what? These are oxidation product of primary alcohol. We can say first oxidation product of primary alcohol. This is because if this alcohol undergo oxidation by using acidified potassium dichromate, then we get aldehyde which never stop at aldehydic stage and it further undergo oxidation to form carboxylic acid, and therefore these are considered as first oxidation product of primary alcohol. So these aldehydes are organic compounds containing C double bond OH functional group. Now these aldehydes are classified. So how are these classified? Aldehydes are classified into two groups, that is aliphatic aldehyde and aromatic aldehyde. Aromatic aldehyde. Here, as you know that functional group is C double bond OH. If this functional group is attached to CH3, that is sp3 carbon, then such aldehydes are called as aliphatic aldehydes. So when this carbonyl carbon or aldehydic group is attached to sp3 carbon, it is called as aliphatic aldehyde. Example, CH3 C double bond OH, then CH3 CH2 C double bond OH, then CH3 CH CH3 C double bond OH. Then we can consider another example, that is CH3 CH3 C double bond OH. So these are compounds in which this CHO group is attached to sp3 carbon. You learn in 11th standard that what is sp3, what is sp2, etc. Recap it. If you know this, whether it is aliphatic or aromatic, then you can give name of this compound. Then we consider next point, aromatic compound. As you know that this is aromatic ring. Aromatic ring. If this aromatic carbon, or we can say if this aldehydic group is directly attached to aromatic carbon, then these are called as aromatic aldehyde. So this is one example. We can consider another example where this is CHO, then OH. So this is again aromatic aldehyde. We can write this another example, CHO, then NO2. We can write any example in which this CHO group or aldehydic group is directly bonded to aromatic carbon. So this is about how these aldehydes are classified. Next point, we consider nomenclature of this aldehyde. Nomenclature of aldehyde. These aldehydes are named in two ways, that is common name system, and another is IUPAC nomenclature system. Generally, these aldehydes are named according to name of carboxylic acid, because if we consider this HCOH, then this is considered to be obtained by reduction of this compound. So name of this compound is formic acid because it is obtained from stings of formica, that is ants. So this, as this is formic acid, this is named as formaldehyde. This is named as formaldehyde. Then second example of carboxylic acid is CH3COOH, which is obtained from, which is considered as acetone. So name of this compound is acetic acid, and therefore this is named as acetaldehyde. So name of this compound is acetaldehyde. So like this, source from which these carboxylic acids are obtained, and based on this we can give names to this compound. Next is propionic acid. Next compound is propionic acid. So this is again common name system. Then as you learn that if second carbon is having methyl substituent, then it is named as iso. So as 4 carbons are present, so this is named as isobutyraldehyde. Isobutyraldehyde. Then next point is, as this CO is attached to this tertiary carbon, okay, then it is named as neopentylaldehyde. But if you name neopentylaldehyde, this indicates that this second carbon has 2 substituents, and therefore it is named as neopentylaldehyde. So its name is neopentylaldehyde. So this is about common name system. Name of this compound is benzaldehyde. This is benzaldehyde, or it is also named as carbaldehyde. Name of this compound is salicylaldehyde. So this is salicylaldehyde, and this is para-nitrobenzaldehyde. Para-nitrobenzene. So these are common names of the aldehydes. Then we consider IUPAC nomenclature of this aldehyde. For IUPAC nomenclature system, we have to consider one example. So it is CH3, CH3, CH2CH3, then CH, C double bond OH. CH2 C double bond H. So first rule is select longest chain of carbon containing carbonyl group. Containing carbonyl group, this is very important, because if we consider this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you don't consider this as the longest chain, then it is earth. If you don't consider this as the longest chain, then you will get 0 mark for that, because this is of hydrocarbon, or we can say alkanes. So first rule is select longest chain containing carbonyl group, give the name of parent hydrocarbon. So parent hydrocarbon means what? 5 carbon. So 5 carbon if present, then it is pentane. 4 carbon butane, 3 carbon propane. So these are parent names of that particular hydrocarbon, or we can say parent hydrocarbon. So hydrocarbon alkane is named as pentane. Pentane. Replace suffix E by Al, because this is aldehyde. So replace suffix E by Al. Next point is give numbers to the longest chain in such a way that this carbonyl carbon have first number. This is very important. Carbonyl group, that is aldehyde group, should have carbonyl carbon numbered as 1. So it is first number. Then consider substituents. If different substituents are present, these are arranged as alphabetically. If similar substituents are there, these are represented as di, tri, tetra, etc. So this is ethyl group, this is methyl group. So we can write ethyl first and then methyl. Next point is write these numbers of carbon to which these substituents are attached as prefix separated by hyphen. So it becomes 4-methyl. Ethyl group is present at third carbon. So it is 3-ethyl 4-methyl pentanal. As we are starting this numbering from carbonyl carbon of aldehyde, it is not necessary to mention that pentan 1-al. You can write directly pentanal. Okay, so we can give names to these compounds. So 2 carbons are present, so it is ethane. Replace E by Al, so it becomes ethanol. Next example is 3 carbon compound, so it is propane. Replace E by Al, so it becomes propanol. Now here 1, 2, 3. Okay, so how much carbon atoms are present in the longest chain? 3 carbon. 3 carbon, so parent name of this 3 alkane containing 3 carbon is propane. So its name is propane and E is replaced by Al. So it becomes propanol. Now substituent is present at second carbon. So it is 2-methyl propanol. Then this is again longest chain is having 3 carbon. So its name is propanol. Okay. So this is propanol. Then 2 substituents are present at second carbon. So it is named as 2,2-dimethyl. 2,2-dimethyl propanol. So you remember, as these 2 carbon atoms are present at one and the same carbon atom, and therefore this is represented as 2,2. That is, this number should be written twice. So do one thing, you write these structures, write the name of the compounds. Okay, then we will discuss next one. Next point is IUPAC names of these aromatic compounds. So here this benzaldehyde is also named as benzene carbaldehyde. Benzene carbaldehyde. So you have to remember this name as benzene carbaldehyde or simply benzaldehyde. So this is benzaldehyde or benzene carbaldehyde. Benzene carbaldehyde. Okay. Then next is salicylaldehyde. So this is 1, 2. So 2-hydroxy benzaldehyde. 2-hydroxy benzaldehyde. Then this is 4-nitro benzaldehyde. 4-nitro benzaldehyde. So you can give names of these corresponding aromatic aldehyde. So this is about aldehyde. Then we will consider next point, that is ketones. Ketones. So here, as we have seen that in carbonyl compounds, these are RCO, R dash, where R is alkyl group or R is aryl group. Okay, so you remember this R and R dash. So these are ketones. So what are ketones? In alcohol, we have seen that when secondary alcohol undergoes oxidation by using CrO3 or K2Cr2O7, then you get CH3COCH. So this is ketone. This is ketone. So when secondary alcohol undergo oxidation, we get ketone. So it is first oxidation product of secondary alcohol. So you remember definition that carbonyl compound that ketones are first oxidation product of secondary alcohol. In short, on oxidation of secondary alcohol, we get ketone. Then these ketones are classified into 2 groups. Ketones are classified into 2 two groups. One is aliphatic ketone. One is aliphatic ketone. And another is aromatic ketone. So this is aromatic ketone. So aliphatic ketone and aromatic ketone. Now, what are aliphatic ketone? That when this R and R dash both are alkyl group. For example, CH3COCH. Then this is aliphatic ketone. And what are aromatic ketone? That when this carbonyl group is attached to at least one aromatic ring and another may be this CH3 or it may be another aryl group. So this is about aromatic ketones. So you remember aliphatic ketones and aromatic ketones. Then these aliphatic ketones are further classified into two groups. Simple ketone and mixed or unsymmetrical ketone. Mixed or unsymmetrical ketone. This is simple or symmetrical ketone. Symmetrical ketone. Okay. What is the meaning of this symmetrical? Consider this general formula of ketone. So it is RCOR dash. If R is equal to R dash, that is both the alkyl group attached to carbonyl carbon are same, then it is called as simple ketone. Example, we can consider examples: CH3, C double bond OCH3, then CH3, CH2, C double bond O, CH2, CH3. Another example, CH3, CH3, C double bond O, CH3, CH and CH. So in this compound, these two groups are similar. These two groups are same. These two groups are same. And hence it is called as simple ketone or symmetrical ketone. Then mixed ketone. In this mixed ketone, when R is not equal to R dash, means what? Both the alkyl group attached to carbonyl carbon are different. Then it is called as mixed or unsymmetrical ketone. For example, CH3, C double bond O, CH2, CH3, CH3, C double bond O, CH2, CH2, CH3. Then CH3, CH2, C double bond O, CH, CH3, CH. So these are some examples of mixed or unsymmetrical ketones. Then in this case also we can consider this is symmetrical ketone while this is unsymmetrical ketone. Okay. Then so you got this classification of ketones, simple ketone and mixed ketone. Okay. The next point is nomenclature of these ketones. Ketones are named in two ways, that is common name system and IUPAC nomenclature system. Common name system and IUPAC nomenclature system. In common name system, this is named as acetone. This is known as acetone, or it is named as dimethyl ketone. Dimethyl ketone. So this is common name system. In this case, this is named as diethyl ketone. Diethyl ketone. So this is diethyl. This is diisopropyl ketone. Diisopropyl ketone. This is because this is isopropyl group. This is again isopropyl group. So two similar groups are present on carbonyl carbon. Hence it is named as this is diisopropyl ketone. In this case, this carbonyl carbon is having two different alkyl groups. Then these are arranged alphabetically. Means this is ethyl, this is methyl. So we can write ethyl methyl ketone. Ethyl methyl ketone. Okay. Then this is again methyl and N-propyl. So which comes first? M. So this is methyl N-propyl ketone. Methyl N-propyl ketone. Then here this is ethyl group. This is isopropyl group. So E comes first and hence it is named as ethyl isopropyl ketone. Ethyl isopropyl ketone. So this is common name system of ketones. Common name system of ketones. Then here this compound is named as methyl phenyl ketone. Methyl phenyl ketone, or it is named as acetophenone. It is named as acetophenone, and this compound is diphenyl ketone. Diphenyl ketone, or this is known as benzophenone. So we can write benzophenone. Okay, so this is nomenclature system of ketone. Then we will consider IUPAC nomenclature system. IUPAC nomenclature system. In this nomenclature system, consider this example: CH3, CH3, CH, CO, CH2, CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3, then CH2 and CH3. So first rule is select longest chain of carbon containing this carbonyl group. So it is very important. Select longest chain of carbon containing carbonyl group. Give name of the parent hydrocarbon. So how much carbon atoms are present in the longest chain? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So its name is heptane, or we can write septane. Heptane or septane. Then replace suffix E of parent hydrocarbon by OME. Then you will get this heptanone or septanone. Now next point is give numbers to the longest chain in such a way that carbonyl carbon should have minimum possible number. So this is correct numbering system. If you do number from this side, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So carbonyl carbon will be 5, which is more than 3, and hence this is correct numbering system. Now give this number of carbonyl carbon in between heptane and OMe. So it becomes heptane 3-one or septane 3-one. Okay. Next point is, as usual, if substituents are present, here different substituents are present. Out of that, these two are same substituents. This is ethyl group, this is methyl group. So E comes first, and hence we can give name as 4,4-diethyl. 4,4-diethyl. Then 2-methyl heptane 3-one. Again here 4,4-diethyl, 2-methyl septane 3-one. So this is the correct name of this compound. Okay. So again we'll consider this example. As you know that there are 7 carbon atoms in the longest chain, so name of parent hydrocarbon is heptane or septane, replacing by ONE, so it becomes heptanone or septane. Next point is give numbers to the longest chain in such a way that this carbonyl carbon should have minimum possible number, so we can give number as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Add this third carbon, that is carbonyl carbon is third carbon, and hence it is given as heptane 3-one or septane 3-one. That means write this number in between alkane and ONE, so it becomes this heptane 3-one or septane 3-one. Next point is substituents. So as you know that if different substituents are attached, then these are arranged alphabetically. So E comes first and then M. Ethyl groups are 2, so 4. 2, so di, and it is attached at fourth carbon, so 4, 4 diethyl 2 methyl heptane 3. Okay. Then we'll give names to these compounds. So how many longest chain is there? 3 carbon atoms are there. So its name is propane. Replace suffix E by ONE, so it becomes propanone. Give numbers to the longest chain. This carbonyl carbon is second carbon, so it is propane 2-one. Then next example is